Hey guys, this looks like a fun one. We're given x to the power of x equals 3, and it wants us to find x to the power of x to the power of x plus 1. This is a power tower. First, I want to share with you all the notes I'm going to use. Here they are right here. If you want to try this on your own, pause it right now because I'm going to solve it in 3, 2, 1. Since this is a power tower, that means it's defined from the top down. So we don't evaluate the x to the x first, we evaluate the top first and then go down. So then using these notes, we can clean up this upper part of the power tower, the stuff inside of the parentheses. Anytime you have a to the power of b plus c, that's going to be equal to a to the power of b times a to the power of c. So for the x to the power of x plus 1, that's going to equal x to the power of x times x to the power of 1. Let's copy this down here and we can clean this up. X to the power of x, we were given that that's equal to 3. So in the place of this, let's plug in 3. And then x to the power of 1, we can call that x. So now we don't need the parentheses anymore. This will be equal to x to the power of 3 times x. And then by the commutative property of multiplication, we can switch these around. So we have x to the power of the quantity x times 3. And then using these notes, anytime you have a to the power of b times c, that's the same thing as a to the b whole thing to the c. So this x to the power of x times 3, that's the same thing as x to the x whole thing to the 3. And then inside of the parentheses, x to the x we were given is equal to 3. So we can change this into 3. 3 to the 3 is equal to 27. So that means the x to the power of x to the power of the quantity x plus 1 is equal to 27. That's the answer to our question. Let's put a box around it. I thought this was an interesting challenge. I hope you guys liked it. And here's all the work again, one step at a time. How exciting.